Hey guys, my name is Adrian. I will be starting this YouTube series all about an NFT project that I am currently creating. Not only that, I want it to be a series about how anybody can really enter the NFT space, and I want to basically document everything that I do about this project so that you guys can hopefully start your own projects and kind of follow along. And not only that, I think it'd be really cool if we could all build a really cool community here on YouTube and even have a Discord among our YouTube community where we can all like support each other's projects and help each other out. So let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, so let me go ahead and give you guys some background on who I am. My name is Adrian. So I graduated with a bachelor's degree in neuroscience over at UCLA. So I do currently still live in Los Angeles. And I worked at a clinical neurofeedback center in LA as well, in Culver City, for about 2 years. I'm 24 years old, and so that's what I've kind of been up to. I did actually leave that job about 6 months ago to chase the dream. So, I've been an entrepreneur now for about 6 months, since July. I embarked on a whole new idea. It hasn't really worked out so far, um, you know, but I'm still going at it. And I learned a lot about NFTs back in on Thanksgiving Day, and I thought it was super interesting. And so I went ahead and just took a deep dive, and I decided I would learn everything that I possibly could with NFTs and crypto. So that's where I am now. Okay, so before I get into the whole entrepreneurship side of the NFT space, I do think it's fair that I am completely honest at first in saying that I FOMOed into NFTs in the very beginning. When I first learned about NFTs, it was all about flipping $500 into $10,000, and that didn't happen. I lost $1,200 in that process, and I thought NFTs were super interesting anyways, and so I went ahead and continued learning about them, learning about crypto. Um, and so here I am 2 months into it, and I thought that instead of focusing on trying to flip NFTs, that I would instead try and build an NFT project. So I've been following a lot of YouTubers in the space, and I did realize that there aren't many YouTubers that are focusing on NFTs, and so I see this as an opportunity to really kind of create your own YouTube channel, and not only that, utilize YouTube to build your community for whatever project that you do want to build. Um, so that I think that's really a really smart play, and so I encourage you guys to go ahead and join me on this journey. Not only following my project and how I do it, but I encourage you guys to kind of create your own YouTube channels, or go on TikTok, go on Twitter, create your own Discords, and go ahead and comment those below. And I think it'd be really cool if we could all just help each other out. Okay, so disclaimer here. I have no experience in NFTs really, other than learning for the last 2 months on what an NFT is, to smart contracts and blockchains and crypto. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do think that as an entrepreneur, that this is a really great space to dive into. Um, and so as I'm building this project, um, something that I'm really utilizing are mentors. So if you don't have any business experience, like myself, or at least very little like myself, it's only been 6 months. Um, I advise that you seek people who have experience already having built a business. And so I'm actually very fortunate to have worked in the LA area, where I met some very high functioning CEOs, and I've actually been pretty close with them. And so they're a lot older than I am. They have multi-million dollar, actually one even has a multi-billion dollar company. And so I have them as, guides to kind of help me make sure that I'm not making too many mistakes, right? Because there will be mistakes along the way. It's all about how you deal with them, owning up to them, and making sure that, you redirect yourself in the correct way, right? So yeah, I just want to kind of throw that out there first. So I guess, yeah, one thing I do want to talk about really quickly is there's a lot of people entering the NFT space right now, and a lot of people are doing it to make a quick buck. That's why I got into it, and that's why people are still getting into it. Just know that the NFT space is no longer like that anymore. You can't just go in and make quick money. There are just too many projects out there. It's an oversaturated market, and so you're gonna get hurt. And so the only way to really make good money in the NFT space now is by building your own project, building your own community. And the best way to go about building a community is organically. So you have to go on social media. You got to go on YouTube like I am, creating TikToks. Twitter and Discord are your biggest ones. But doing it as natural as you can, because even if let's say I did have $10,000 to spend on ads, it's not going to be organic. I'm not going to have a high conversion rate, and we're just not going to be doing well long term. I'm sure it'll help, trick people to FOMO into buying my project if we do it really well on the marketing side of things. But it's not the right way to do it. Personally, I don't think that's going to lead to any kind of success, and you're just going to be burning a lot of money. So we're going to go ahead and do this slow and steady. Okay, so that's what this channel is going to be about. At least in the beginning, it's going to be a series where we take it all nice and slow and talk about the mistakes that may happen and talk about our successes together. So it should be fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about building a project. Okay, so what do you need, right? So you need 4 different things. You need, number 1, a community builder. Number 2, you need an artist. Number 3, you need a marketing person or a team. And number 4, you need a software developer. Okay, so I'm clearly going to be the community builder. I am the one who is the guy with the vision, with the idea, the one who's going to be bringing people together and, trying to get them all excited, because this is my baby now, right? So as an entrepreneur, we know that we really want to grow things as quickly as possible, but we have to make sure that along the way, everyone's being attended to, and that we're all going to make it together, right? Okay, so where are you going to find these people, right? I have myself as the community builder, but then how am I going to find a software developer, an artist, and marketer if I don't have any money whatsoever? I can't hire anybody. So the first suggestion that I have for you guys is that you have to kind of look at your friend circle or your social circle, kind of anyone that you've ever met in school, like anything. And turns out that my old coworker, who is now my neighbor, is an artist, and so it's a hobby of hers. And I went up to her and I shared with her my idea, and she got really excited about it. And she thought it was really cool. And I said, hey, I can turn your hobby into a profession probably if we do really, really well. And so that's how you're gonna have to try and convince people to work for you, because they're not going to be getting paid. But then you got to figure something out where it's like, hey, once we launch this project and we make this much money, you get this percentage. So you got to figure that out with them. But the most important part is like being really, really excited about your idea, and which I'll be talking about my idea in the next video, and then seeing if they can get as excited, and then let them work for you. So I think that's a really good approach to take. Okay, so that being said, I found an artist because my neighbor is an artist, and then my roommate, luckily enough, is a software developer, and he knows a lot about crypto already. I've been kind of teaching him about some NFTs, even though he kind of already knew a little bit about those. And so he will be the one who will be writing the smart contracts onto the Ethereum blockchain, and we can talk about blockchain technology and choosing which blockchain you want to write these smart contracts onto in a later video. Okay, and so you need those 4 things. I was very lucky to find 2 of those 4, like, within 100 feet of me. And so the last person that I needed was a digital marketing person. I don't know anybody in marketing, and so actually, I think what I highly recommend, and this is how I found somebody in marketing, was go into your Discord servers. Like, go find some projects that you've actually bought into or that you really like, or go find some that have a lot of potential, and actually put in the time to get to know people in these Discord servers. Like, that will be a good chunk of work for you, like maybe an hour, 2 hours a day, just talk to people. So that's what I started doing, and surely enough, I asked somebody, or no, I didn't ask somebody, I was just talking about that I wanted to work on some kind of project and how I think it's going to be like life-changing for a lot of people. And somebody kind of just like read my message and was like, hey, does anybody happen to have a project that I can work on? I happen to be somebody who specializes in digital marketing. And I was like, wow, that's exactly the person that I need for this project. I would love to tell you about my idea some more. and see if you could, if you'd be willing to hop on board. And so that's exactly what happened. We had a small texting conversation and on Discord, and now I have a marketing guy, and he's really excited about it. He's bringing a lot of ideas to the table. So far, he is the most valuable person that I've found. No offense to my developer or my artist, because I mean, I don't know, people who are in the NFT space are here for the long term. If you're here this early, so you should feel special that you're part of such a cool field this early on. So yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to introduce myself really quickly, kind of give a little bit of context about who I am, what my past experience is, and already kind of tell you the steps that I've already taken. So far, I've only just found a team. I have the idea down, obviously, which I'm going to be talking about in the next video, so please subscribe and like the video if you want to go ahead and watch that. Cool, so I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope that you guys join me in learning about creating an NFT project, and I hope that a lot of you guys actually go ahead and embark on creating your own, and please let me know in the comments if what you're working on, and if you find my project interesting and in the next video, then you know what, it's still pretty early on, and if you want to if you feel like you can add value, then I would be more than happy to talk to you and see how you can work with us. So I'll see you guys in the next one.